They weren't born strong. They became it. One rep, one scream, one drop of sweat at a time. These aren't just female bodybuilders. These are women who tore up the rulebook, broke the scale, and redefined what the human body can become. Some faced ridicule, others faced pain. But every one of them became a legend. From global icons to underground warriors, here are the 15 biggest female bodybuilders ever. And trust me, you won't believe adding 3. Number 15, Natalia Trukina. You know that saying, she could crush you with her bare hands? Natalia Trukina actually could. Clocking in at over 247 pounds of battle-ready muscle, this Russian warrior has been training since she was 14. She's not just big, she's sculpted like a modern-day gladiator, with traps that look like twin mountains and arms that seem built for combat. She snatched the crown at the IFBB Romania Muscle Fest, and ever since, the internet can't stop talking about her. Viral clips, memes, reactions, everyone's asking, is she even real? She is, and she's a walking billboard for female dominance in strength sports. Number 14, Yekseni Orikin. She started as a model. Now, she builds muscle like a machine. Yekseni Orikin didn't just step into bodybuilding. She stormed the stage and never gave it back. Venezuela's most iconic bodybuilder crushed the competition from day one, winning 5 titles in her first year and grabbing a Miss Olympia crown like it was destined for her. They call her the Yaxer, and rightfully so. She's got over 20 years of dominance, 5 Miss International wins, and a fan base that spans continents. Yekseni carved her body into living steel and became the blueprint for Latin American muscle queens. Now based in Miami, she trains the next generation. But let's be real, there's only one Yekseni. Number 13, Monique Jones. She doesn't yell. She doesn't flex for the camera. She just wins. Monique Jones is the definition of quiet domination. She stepped into the world of fitness at just 16, caught the eye of a trainer, and in her very first show, she cleaned house. By 2007, she was too strong for figure competitions. Judges told her to switch to bodybuilding, and she said, bet. Since then, she's been a storm of precision, discipline, and pure size. Massive legs, silhouette like a tank, conditioning that makes jaws drop. Monique is currently ranked among the top female bodybuilders in the world, and she did it all without the drama. No gimmicks, no flash, just undeniable muscle. Number 12, China. Before social media, before strong is sexy became a trend, there was China. Real name Joni Laurer. She shattered every ceiling in the WWE, becoming the first woman to regularly fight men in the ring. They called her the 9th wonder of the world, and they weren't wrong. She didn't just lift iron. She lifted an entire generation of women out of the shadows of wrestling and bodybuilding. Muscle, charisma, rebellion, all rolled into one icon. In her prime, China wasn't just part of the roster. She was the main event. Number 11, Teresa Ivanchik. She didn't just transform her body, she saved her life. Teresa Ivanchik is more than a champion. She's a survivor. Battling addiction, eating disorders, and the crushing pressure of perfection, she hit rock bottom, and then built her way back up, rep by rep, with nothing but fire in her veins. Now, her legs could snap a car jack. Her back looks sculpted by Michelangelo. And her shoulders. Marvel should be taking notes. But her power isn't just physical. Teresa's journey has made her a voice for mental health, resilience, and second chances. She's proof that strength isn't about where you started. It's about what you chose to become. And what Teresa became is legendary. Number 10, Alina Popa. From a quiet Romanian town to the loudest stages in the world, Alina Popa didn't just chase the dream, she took it down in cold blood. She started off trying to lose weight through track and field. What she gained instead? Muscle, command, precision. Her passion evolved into power, and she traded sprint spikes for iron plates. After earning a degree in English, Alina made a bold move. She left Europe and headed to the United States with one goal: become one of the best female bodybuilders alive. And she did just that. Her body, sculpted, Her stage presence? Unshakable. Her rivals? Shaking. She went toe-to-toe with Iris Kyle, the GOAT herself, and nearly dethroned her, multiple times. Alina wasn't just a competitor, she was a threat. Number 9. Natalia Kuznetsova. If you saw her in a movie, you'd think it was CGI. But Natalia Kuznetsova is 100% real, and 225 pounds of pure mass and muscle. Dubbed the Amazonka, she's one of the biggest female bodybuilders ever recorded. She started powerlifting at 14, and by her late 20s, she had arms nearly 19 inches around and was pulling 530 pounds off the floor like it was paper. Yeah, she's admitted to performance-enhancing help. But here's the truth. No shot or pill can replace what it takes to get here. Discipline, obsession, suffering, repeat. Natalia doesn't just bend metal, she bends expectations. Number 8. Brigitte Brezovac. Brigitte Brezovac didn't mean to start a bodybuilding career. She was just chasing a high school crush, but fate had other plans. Within 3 months of training, she placed 4th in an international show. The judges tried to redirect her. "You're too muscular," they said. Brigitte's response? She came back and won the damn show. From Slovenian national hero to Olympia contender, Brigitte proved muscle isn't just for men, and it's not for approval. It's for those who want to dominate the game on their own terms. In a world obsessed with softness, Brigitte carved herself from stone. Number 7. Julia Vin's soft face, sharp jawline, doll-like features, and a deadlift that would humble most men. Meet Julia Vins, the Russian phenom better known as Muscle Barbie. She walked into a gym at 15 to build confidence. A coach saw her raw power, handed her a barbell, and the rest is viral history. Today, she squats 400+ pounds while looking like a fashion model. She's beauty. She's brute force. She's proof that muscles and femininity don't cancel each other. They amplify. Julia doesn't just lift weights, she lifts standards. Number 6. Renee Campbell. You want real transformation? Look at Renee Campbell. She went from a UK size 8 to a size 20 of raw muscle, and the world had no choice but to watch. A former runner and swimmer who used to starve herself to be acceptable, Renee discovered bodybuilding by accident. One show, one moment. That's all it took to ignite a lifelong fire. She didn't just reshape her body, she rebuilt what femininity could look like. A British heavyweight champion, world amateur champion, and star of multiple documentaries, Renee's mission was never just muscle, it was liberation. Forget the stereotypes. Renee made her own mold, then smashed it. Number 5. Dana Lynn Bailey. She didn't fit the mold, so she shattered it. Dana Lynn Bailey went from college athlete to one of the most celebrated female bodybuilders on the planet. When traditional sports failed her, she forged her own path, and it led straight to Olympia gold. She started lifting with her boyfriend just to stay active, but soon, the gym became her arena. From 2006 to 2010, Dana was grinding in figure competitions, chasing the dream of becoming an IFBB pro. Then came 2013, and Dana didn't just win Ms. Olympia physique, she became the first ever champion of the division. Game changed. With her signature style, fearless attitude, and freakishly defined six-pack, Dana didn't just enter the sport, she redefined it. Now, she's a brand, a movement, and a reminder that strength has no dress code. Number 4. Denise Rutkowski. Before there was a muscle Barbie, there was a roaring legend, and her name was Denise Rutkowski. In 1993, Denise didn't just enter the scene, she erupted. Her legs were carved granite, her presence, nuclear. She won the IFBB John Tana Classic, became the frontrunner for Miss Olympia, and left jaws hanging across every stage she touched. But then, she vanished. Behind the spotlight, Denise was battling intense hormonal changes and mental health struggles. She walked away from the sport, enrolled in Bible school, and began preaching across the country. It wasn't a fall. It was a reinvention. Years later, she reappeared, quieter, wiser, but still strong. Because real power isn't just about winning titles. It's about knowing when to put the weights down and pick yourself up. Number 3, Nicole Bass. She was bold. She was brash. She was built like a fortress. Nicole Bass was one of the most physically intimidating women ever seen in both bodybuilding and wrestling. She conquered the NPC Nationals, stomped through ECW and WWF, and even became a recurring wild card on The Howard Stern Show. But behind the bravado was a woman battling pain, controversy, and personal demons. Nicole passed in 2017 at the age of 52, but her place in the bodybuilding history books? Unshakable. She wasn't just strong, she was fearless. Number 2, Andrea Shaw. There's no up next about her. Andrea Shaw is the now. Born in 1989, Andrea was an athletic force from the jump. Gymnastics, cheer, track, you name it. But none of it fit. Modeling said she was too short. Fitness shows said she was too muscular. So she made her own category. And she owns it. With a degree in exercise science, a fire forged in rejection, and muscle that looks engineered in a lab, Andrea now rules the Ms. Olympia stage. She's not chasing trophies, she's collecting legacy. This isn't just her era, it's her empire. Number 1, Kim Chizevsky. Kim Chizevsky didn't just dominate, she evolved. She came from a multi-sport background, crushing it in volleyball, basketball, and track before stepping into the spotlight of professional bodybuilding. In 1999, she reached the summit, Miss Olympia. But instead of riding the wave, she did something no one expected. She shrank, literally. Kim downsized to compete in fitness and figure competitions, a defiant move against the growing pressure for female athletes to look softer. Kim proved that true strength isn't measured by size alone, it's measured by choice, and hers changed everything. These women didn't just build muscle, they rewrote what power looks like. From Iris Kyle's domination, to China's rebellion, to Andrea Shaw's modern reign, every one of them proved one thing. Strength has no gender, only grit. So tell me, who blew your mind the most? Drop their name in the comments with #MuscleQueens. I want to see who wins the crowd. Like the video, hit subscribe, and ring that bell. Because next time, we're going even bigger.